All right, we just got done with State 3D here in Yankton. Got some of our champions here, and just kind of wanted to go through and talk about what 3D archery is here for the South Dakota State Association, what people are missing out on, and we've got a couple of different groups that are represented here. We got some freestyle, we got some bow hunter, we have bow hunter at where you can move your sight, and then we've also got some guys here that shot pins. So maybe Aubrey, would you kind of tell us about how it went for you, what your thought process is on shooting 3D, and kind of explain how it went for you?
Yeah, so I shoot the movable sight. Man, it's a lot of fun. It's super challenging. We shot anything from 3 yards to 60 yards. It's a lot of just trying to figure out where the spot is, especially those long ones, trying to figure out where I'm aiming, what shadow I'm going to pick, and then let it go and God, it hits where it's supposed to.
Yeah. How about you, Colin? What were you shooting this weekend? Freestyle. And so you're kind of new picking up the freestyle side of things.
Yep.
Kind of tell us a little bit about your journey and how you kind of got here and got involved shooting for the state for 3D.
Well, started last year just in the indoor stuff, and got to see kind of what the freestyle stuff was more indoors this last winter, and from there we're kind of kicking it to the outdoors, trying to have fun with the 3D stuff, 3D targets. You know, they always seem to be a little more fun, a little more active, and never hurts to get outside.
So as somebody that's kind of new to target archery per se, what would you say to somebody that's interested but not sure what they want to do?
It looks intimidating until you start asking questions, and then everybody and their grandma will have an opinion. You don't have to listen to all of them, but just ask. Everyone here is willing to help, no matter if they're going to beat them by a point or if they're going to lose to them by a point. They all just want to help.
Yeah. James, what do you think about how this weekend went? You got second place in the bow hunter slider sight class. Kind of tell us what you were shooting and what your thoughts on the weekend were.
Like I said, I was shooting the slider pin sight, the competitive one. It was pretty good. Like I said, you had some very challenging targets out here, and you had some, easier targets or whatever. But it's just a lot of fun. People don't care. Some are super competitive, and some are just out here to have a good time and shoot foam. It's something different than shooting a spot all the time, and nothing else for just a normal bow hunter. It's fun just to shoot a 3D as a piece of paper.
Well, I'll mention too, sorry to interrupt, but that at least in 3D, if you drop a point or two, you feel like you can make up a point or two. It's different than paper. Like paper, you feel like you almost have to be perfect all the time, or you're not going to get there. 3D, there's a little bit of movement, and that's okay. Like not every target's going to be great. So I like that because you feel like you don't have to be perfect all the time.
Yeah, one bad shot doesn't put
it doesn't put you out.
Yep.
Well, and that's a great point. And Aaron, would you kind of talk about how this relates to hunting? Because I get a lot of people asking about, I hunt, I want to go out and shoot, but I'm not really sure.
So, truthfully, I didn't really get into shooting any targets until the kid did, and I realized how much better of a bow hunter it's going to make you. That's where it really kind of got me. And 3D is especially where you're going to hone those skills when you go out and bow hunt. And I'm kind of a holdout. I shoot the fixed 5, which, if you shoot any big NFAA stuff, you're going to have to continue to do that. But, that's how I hunt, too. And so you come down here, you shoot foam, and like Aubrey was saying, you got targets from 3.3 yards out to 60, and you can't get a better representation of what it would be when you go out bow hunting, because you never get to predict what that animal's going to stop at. And it correlates to everything you do as a bow hunter. And I would really encourage anybody that bow hunts, has a simple bow hunter setup. Every one of these shoots, whether it's 3D, field, anything, it's going to make you a better bow hunter. And like Colin said, everybody here is going to help you get better. It doesn't matter who you ask, whether it's Jack or it's Jim or anybody standing over there, they're going to help you get better. And this is where you can really hone that skill. It's going to make you a better bow hunter.
So what do you need for equipment to come out here and shoot?
You need a bow and a sight. And there's a division for everybody.
And then arrows.
And arrows. And a lot of people worry about arrows. I actually had a lot of questions about arrows this weekend from some of the younger shooters, but you can buy the cheap arrows. As long as you have the right spine, get some arrows, a sight, a bow, you come out here. You don't have to come out here to win. Make yourself better, because you're not going to win when you first walk in. I didn't. I don't think anybody up here probably walked in and started winning. But you're going to get help. You're going to get better. And this is going to make you a better bow hunter too. So it's a great opportunity. People need to get involved. There's a lot of good stuff out here.
And the people are great.
They are.
Yeah.
Like everybody's super great.
I used to hate him.
Yes.
Now he builds my arrows. You know? Like,
Russell, you kind of went through a big transformation here in the last couple of years.
Yes, sir.
Maybe kind of explain how that went and how you made the decisions you were.
Yeah, so I started off just shooting my bow because I wanted to bow hunt, and then he wanted me to start shooting some tournaments, so I started shooting, and up until a few years ago, I really held out. I just wanted to keep shooting bow hunter, and then I had a couple buddies that switched over to freestyle, and they really kind of pushed me to. So it's a little more fun, a little more competition, keeps it competitive, and I didn't really want to. I thought it'd be kind of scary. I didn't know what to do, but like Colin said, you switch over and it seems scary on paper, but you start asking the right questions, the right people, everyone's going to try and help you. It really is it's awesome. I 100% recommend it for everybody.
Well, I'm just going to kind of wrap this up by asking you guys each to kind of give us one suggestion or one tip that you could give anybody, whether they're new or been doing this forever. Something that you do that is a difference maker in making you confident, making you ready to come, and getting your equipment kind of set up and show up and do well.
What you got?
I'm gonna say just trust your site.
Yeah.
You took the time to set it up. Just trust it. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
I would say, hey, if you got a bow and you're curious about it, come try one of these out. I mean, there's NFAA shoots, state shoots, they're all over the place. And if you're looking to be a better bow hunter, this is the place to do it, because there's so much knowledge, so much help. It's a great time, meet some good people. It's a great opportunity. Come try it out.
I'd say, like you said, don't be afraid to come out and try stuff, and then don't be afraid to ask. You're never going to learn, you're never going to get better if you don't ask questions, right?
Yeah, so that's kind of what I said. I started asking questions of people around me, and the local shop guys and stuff that way are usually more than willing to tell you anything from tuning your bow to just basic arrow questions to, YouTube and everything else. That's how I learned to do a lot of my stuff that I do, and now I pretty much do everybody but Colin's bow here. So,
Yeah, Jimbo Arrow Co.
What about you, Aubrey?
I would just kind of echo Colin too. Just spend a little bit of the time behind your bow, check your distances. Trust your shots, and just have a good time.
Yep.
A lot of fun.
I appreciate you guys letting us know kind of your thoughts, and congratulations on the weekend. I guess I want to end this by saying, archery is for everybody, and I hope that people learn to love archery, not just grab their stuff and go shoot when they have to. So this is a great way to get better and see yourself improve and kill bigger bucks and do that kind of stuff. So thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you, Mike.